Well, hello and welcome back. We are continuing our look into some design and just sort of getting a little bit of a crash course in design. We have worked on our tables, cleaned those up a little bit so a little easier to read. This time we're going to look up here and work at this top. Now, there are a couple things here that we're dealing with when we look at how this one is laid out. Is we do have, we've got a banner. Then we have got a nav bar, which is where you're normally going to see, that's where we're going to see really our menu type stuff. And then I think within that banner somewhere, we've got that image, and I'm not sure where we actually threw that image. Let's go right click on that real quick. Oh, he is living inside. Oh, he's inside the banner. Okay, so we have a banner, and then we have an image inside it, which is sort of fun because it's actually blowing outside of the banner. So that's going to be its own little thing. So we have a div. We have a banner class. We don't really have anything that we've done with it. It's just sort of out there. It's got a border sizing. It's a border box. We're going to play with that. And then we're going to go look at our nav bar. And I think we have already some nav bar stuff in our custom. Whoop. So let's go look for that. Okay, so we do have some. What do we have besides that? Oh, we've got a couple. So we've got our colors, we've got our text, we've got our toggles, we've got our floats. So let's start with, by default, if we look here, well, let's go with our banner first. So let's go look. Do we have a banner here? I don't think we did. No. Because our banner is just, he is got nothing. So let's do a little bit with our banner. Let's create let's within a banner class, let's see what we want to do. Let's start with, let's give it this background. So let's see, we want to give it this background, which is, I believe, this guy. Actually, let's do both. Well, actually, let's look like this. Let's look at our footer. So if we look at our, I don't think we have two footers. Let's see. Do we have a standard and a regular footer? Yeah, we have a standard footer. Okay. So let's take our standard footer, and we're going to do the same thing. And it's going to be, let's close that out. But this is going to be our banner now. Now, some things that we're going to work with here is you can see it's got a height, it's got a width, so it's going to go all the way across, which is what we want. No background image, but it's got some colors and some other stuff, bottom, left. So now we actually want the top to be 0 and the left to be 0 because we do want it to start over there. And let's just start with that. I want to start with that, and actually while we're at it, let's look here. And it is, do we have a nav bar? We do have a nav bar. Oh, let me open this up a little bit so I can see it a little better. Let's go here. So this is a nav bar light, right? And so where do we have, oh, that's container fluid, button, nav bar support. This is in the collapse, which I don't know that we need. We need that one probably. So let's just, well, let's start with this first because I really want to see, like if I go look at, oh here, if I look at my nav bar nav and my nav item, so I've got nav bar light that's coming off of that, and that gives me this gray, this color, because if I go change it to this, yeah, so that's my text color, and I want my nav bar light. Let's leave it like that. Well, let's see. Let's change it to a nav bar. Where do we get the light? There we go, background light, navbar light. Let's do background dark. Let's see, yep. Oh, say, so now, so we do have a BG dark, or we have a BG light dark. Let's go look at, so let's change him. Okay, so we're going to do a BG dark. This is going to be a couple things. So we're going to have a BG dark. And all it has is a background color. So let's change that background color to this, same as a banner. And then if we look at navbar light, let's look at navbar dark. There is a navbar background. That navbar dark looks pretty good. Do we have it already though? Well, I don't think we have the navbar dark, do we? Let's go find out. If we have navbar, navbar dash, do we have that anywhere? We have a navbar default, which is probably what we want. So let's go back to our header. And instead, which is our, what do we call that? Is that home? Nope, header. So do we have navbar? Yeah, we have navbar light. So that's going to be navbar default. And we want our background dark. And then let's go over here to our core. Let's see what this looks like. What else do we want? Well, we'll go find out in a minute. So let's take a look at this. Let's go connect once it runs. Oh, now we've got now we've got something very different looking in how we've got it. So let's look at that standard. I think that image we need to deal with. Now, part of the problem here is we have a navbar that is floating off. We don't want that. We want it to be basically underneath the banner, and we want it to stay there. Colors aren't horrible, but they aren't great. So let's fix that first. So let's go with our navbar default. We want the background. Where did our dark background go? We want this one. Our default. Oh, there it is. So that we want. Is that the right color? 11314D versus the banner. Where do we put our banner? Banner is there. Okay, so banner is 11314D. The nav bar is, oh, that's not. So background dark. I think we had that somewhere. Yeah, so, oh, that should be background color. Same as the banner. Interesting. Why is, so if we go look at our banner, background color. Oh, it's probably something a little higher. So probably our nav bar. I think we want, let's change our nav bar to also, was it with a dash? No, let's just do straight up nav bar and let's see what we get here. And now there's a couple, let's see. So banner is going to have a height of 65. We probably want it a little higher. So let's knock it out to, let's go to 100. That may give us, well, let's go look here. If we look at what our banner height is, if we go to our banner and change it to 100, does this get us, yep, that lines us up with our image. So let's do that. And then within this, yeah, that just needs to be, we can probably clean that up. So let's do this, and let's go back to our header. Wherever I saw the header, let's go back over here. Let's go header, and let's change that here. Let's just change him to, let's make it an H1. That probably will make it big enough and make it look a little better. And then we'll just make it align center just to be safe. So little changes here and there, not much. Oh. And then what else did we want to do? Okay, so that gives us our, all those pieces. Oh, so now what, let's go to, if we go to our banner and we do our positions here, this is where we're going to do the same thing. So nav bar, we're going to have to do it. So its top is going to be at 101. And it's left there. Okay, so let's see what that does for us. So I think that's going to give us so that it will sit right underneath the banner. Not always what we want to do, but that's what we're going to do in this case, because hey, that's who we are. Ah, see, now it's positioned fixed. That means we're going to have to go in and make its width 100%, and that'll go for now. Let's do that. Whoop, that is not what I wanted. So if I come here, let's go back here. Let's see what we get. So now, but now it's, oh, that header's got some really, so if we go to, we got a couple things to fix. One is that, is it relative? Position is fixed. Banner height, position is fixed. Why it is, if we go to, well, let's log in and let's go look at it on a different page real quick. So yeah, so we have this. And so if we go look here, when we do our nav bar, let's see if he cuts them to 50. Let's do 75. That looks pretty good. The problem is now the main content is going to be off. So that means we're going to have to take, we're going to have to actually put stuff into our content. So we're going to have to split him up and make sure that he always shows, you know, has something that follows, which we probably can see. If we look at our banner, let's see, nothing really special there. Oh, let's go back to our nav bar real quick. So let's get our nav bar. Top's going to be 75. And let's get that. We're probably going to have to come into this and change a little bit. So if we do that, left is where it's supposed to be. So now if we come in, we do projects, notice that it's like, it's always there, but now we have this in the way, which is a bit of a problem. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to put this container down here to push this down. Let's take that, and let's take that H1. Let's go like that. Maybe See if an H2's got a better color. If we just change that to an H2, it doesn't do any better. Do we have colors for an H1? We do. Okay, so I think. So let's do that real quick. So we'll go find our H1. There we go. Color. Let's make our color something a little bit better than that. This is on that dark one. I saw like a red. I don't want that kind of red. Let's see. Do we have a good? Oh, here we go. Let's try like a. That's probably too dark. Right, let's find out. If we use that color, how does that look? Again, this is one of those great things is we can come in here. Oh, that actually looks pretty good right there. What did I just do? I think I just nixed the color. Oh, yeah, I just turned it off. So if I go, I think I did it like this. Oh. So that doesn't look horrible. So let's just do that and pull the color off of the headers, which is probably okay. Oh, what did I do? Oh, pop-ups getting me there. Okay, so if I take the headers, I don't want that. And now what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to have like the main content move down. Now, what I can do is I can probably take the body itself, because those others are fixed, is I could take the body and do position is going to be absolute. And then if I do top, that's OTP. If I do top and push that to like 125, then there we go. So if I do that, see now what I've done is I've just taken the body and I've said, okay, the header is always going to be there. The only problem is now that's going to be, I can do that, but I'm going to see that always there. So I can either bring those up and give those a Z order, or I can push the content back so that it just sort of scrolls underneath, which is probably not a bad thing. So if I take the body and then I do a Z index of, I think I want it to be 0. I think if I do that, no, because then I'm going to need these two, because I would need then the banner. Let's see if I take my, where did I put that? That container. Here we go, banner. So if I do a banner, come here, and do a Z order or a Z index of, let's say, 100. Then, now see, it goes underneath. So I'm just take the nav bar and that, and then it'll just scroll right underneath. And we're going to have something pretty interesting. So we can fix that really quick, which we're going to go in here. What did I do? Oh, I took the body. And so we're going to take, that's going to be, position is going to be fixed. And top is going to be, I think we did 125. And then we need to go to the, oh, well, we already have some interesting things there. Let's go to the nav bar, default, and he's going to be a Z index, there we go, of, doesn't really matter what he is, but we'll make him 100. And we're going to do the same thing for the banner. Now, it could be that this is going to cause us problems elsewhere, but let's see what it looks like. And if we do this, now, come in, we've got that. Can't really, I don't have much we can scroll here, probably because there's nothing on this page, I think. We're going to find out. So if we do that. Oh, so now we did it. So we're not able to scroll. I wonder how we managed that one. Fixed. Oh, body. Did we do something to the body too? Oh, I don't think we want it fixed. I think we want it relative. Is that what we did with it? Let's see, body. Yes, we want that, and we want it relative. There we go, that's what we want. And we could probably push it up a little bit, so let's do relative, and let's make it 115. And let's see how these look. And I think what we're going to see is we're starting to see something that has a little bit better, a little more modern look. Look, we can scroll. That's always good. We can log in. We can scroll. If we go to our projects list, we can scroll. And notice we've always got our header and our footer. We can do whatever we want with those. But now we've always got something up here. We can always click on it. So now we've got a pretty good little bit of stuff that we've added in there. Not a whole lot of work went into this. This has mostly been playing around. Once you know what you're doing, once you add a couple of divs or styles, then the next thing you know, you've got a better looking application. And then of course you can do some more stuff with it. So we could work on our nav bar dark. We could change that background a little bit. We can like if we take this, that's probably not even a regular button. Yeah, that's just an input type. So if we just take that and do a class equals, let's change that to like, what's it, button default and button. Then we've changed that so we can make, that's a lot better looking button. So we can do some stuff with that as well. We may come back next time. Haven't decided yet whether we want to continue that. Probably won't. We'll probably dig into like one or more thing. Yeah, we've got 1 or 2 pages left. And just sort of see where we want to go from there. This will sort of wrap up our one more example of like doing our page plus with our styling. So let's see how that looks next time around. As always, if you have any questions, shoot an email to info@developreneur.com. But as always, go out there and have yourself a great day, a great week, and we will talk to you next time.
Hello, this is Rob with Developreneur, also known as Building Better Developers. Wanted to announce that we have school.developreneur.com. Feel free to check it out if you like any of this information, any of the content that we've sent, and you would like to see more. You can come out, you can enroll for free. We have free courses. We've got places for you to get better at just learning a technology, our how-tos. You can work on your business skills. We can help you with becoming a better developer, as in coding and things like that. A lot of the stuff you've seen on YouTube, we also have out at school.developreneur. We just have it in a little more of a educational format and a way for you to track your progress as you move forward becoming a better developer.